Let's say talk about today, talking about the metallic color that I found recently. Um, it's just introduction tip, so you know it's not so serious matter tonight. Okay. Well, when you're dealing with the metallic paint, not using the some kind of bottle type acrylic paint or lacquer paint, it's not only for that, but also you can maybe some of you guys have already know some sort of things. It's not it's basically we can say it's a bottle type, right? But tonight I just talk about the things that uh, provided from pen type. I mean, where are they? Where the hell are they? I'm just missing. Okay. Usually I found the some sort of metallic paint from some sort of DIY shop. It's not from the model shop. It's very pretty ordinary things. You can get from many market. Not only in a plastic model kit market. But today I just are discussing about the things is this one. Can you see this? Yeah, this is not. I think this is not ordinary metallic paint. This is pretty effective effect. You can get it if you paint. I think it looks like pretty ordinary, right? But actually the result is much different from other type of metallic paint. This is basically, I think, based on alcohol, not the other type of thinner it contains. But I don't really recommend you to thin with other alcohol thinner. I think the content itself is a little bit different. So if you want really use it, you shouldn't use mixed with the normal alcohol thinner. Tamiya thinner or acrylic paint. When you're using. This is, I think, I don't know what is inside, but it's pretty effective metallic paint. I think it's really like chrome silver. You can get it. For example, I just put some a little bit. Okay. The content itself is something like that. Yeah. It's pretty shiny, and it's really like not satin. It's pretty chrome finish. You can easy to get. Just only you just paint with your brush. I think yeah, this is pretty. I know this art. I know this item before, but I never get it because the time it has released, so many people really want to buy it. So Actually the price itself is pretty high because a lot of people want to buy it, but the things itself is not so produced well. So the price itself is pretty increasing high and high. So it's so expensive. But now production itself is very mature for the market needs. So I can get it. I think it's less than $6. I think $7, $8. I think you can get it. I don't know whether you can get in your country, but in my case, in our country's case, I can get it. I think nearly $5 almost. Not so expensive. But and that last time, I think a few years ago, that was pretty expensive to buy it. So I never get it. But and this is pretty popular in my country, and a lot of people really love to use it. I think when I dealing with my SU30 Franker H, which I built it already, was basically I used this paint for metallic surface to express, right? And I think in my conclusion, I can consider to use some case. It's really the end of the finish, really end of the painting procedure is pretty effective. But once you paint this color, once you paint this one, after that maybe some case you wanna treat as some gloss coat with the acrylic or lacquer clear coat. I think it shouldn't. I think the surface itself is a little bit dull. I mean, shine itself is a little bit disappear. I mean, if you really want to continue to keep shiny, I think you shouldn't do anything. Even you can't treat as the wash or some sort of treatment after this paint. The effect itself is much less than the original shine surface. So it's not different from the other colors. This one is pretty tough for other treatment, which is like, as I said, clear coat, and this one is also pretty strong, pretty tough, very steady to continue to grow shiny. You don't really wanna have to worry about that. But this one is damn nice to shiny surface you can get, but you can't do anything else to protect this one. So that's a weak point to do using this one. And if I compare with other alcohol paint, which is like this, if I compare with that one, this one you have to wait a little bit longer than the original or the other alcohol pen. It's dry very slowly, and you have to wait less than 2 or 3 hours. I think it depends on the condition of the season or climate. I think it is in the summertime. Maybe you need to wait 3 or 4 hours almost. One day is okay, but do not touch the surface. Just I paint this one within I think the 1 or 30 minutes is not enough. You have to wait more time to it get dry completely. So yeah, some case some case you have to touch because the in a aircraft model case you touch so much things, right? To glue, to put the part on the fuselage, wings, whatsoever. So sometimes you have to touch the surface after you paint, right? But this one is pretty weak to get suffer from other condition, touch or scratch, or you treat some kind of enamel, painting or whatsoever. It's pretty weak, easy to um, get suffer. So I think this one should be paint, which is like the price, which is like you never touch again. So I think the small antennas, small things that you should put into the aircraft, which is like antennas, so some sort of thing, in a very deep inside of the gear box, the various switches in the cockpit or whatsoever. But and I think you never touch again, right? So this one is pretty mature for this, but I think you shouldn't paint as the oversized fuselage, wings, because you touch so much things, right? So you touch so many times, you do so many times, this paint is pretty weak for that. If you really want to have some glossy, shiny surface, which is like the edge of the wings or wherever, maybe this, I think you should use this kind of lacquer type, chrome, silver. It's pretty tough, yeah, and still it still have some more advantages to keep shiny. This one is, it's outnumber of this one is some sort of outnumber of effect you can get it, because this damn, it's pretty shine. I never see that. So it depends on the condition of the surface of your model. Yeah, if you want some treat after paint, maybe you should use some sort of color that it's pretty tough to suffering, right? Okay, but I use some other alcohol type metallic paint before, but I just lost it today, so I can't introduce tonight. But I think if you can get it in your country, maybe definitely this is pretty expensive, but still you can get much satisfaction, better than other metallic paint. But the treatment itself is a little bit annoying. I mean, you can't do anything, right? I said. So this is it. Metallic paint is always have some some sort of task you need to improve yourself, right? But I think, be that as it may, what sort of metallic color you use it, the most important things is the surface before you paint the metallic paint. I mean, you need to prepare before you paint the metallic color, which means you need to paint as very shiny, very clear black surface you should get before you paint the metallic color. Maybe some case you need to polish if you paint the very huge area. You need to keep the surface itself is pretty, flat and shine and very dark, which is black. So that way, this is the pretty, I think, major point when you are dealing with the metallic paint. Metallic color itself is pretty, affected, suffered by whether the self is, whether the condition of the surface itself is shine, smooth or not. If the even I use this one, if the surface itself is pretty flat, I mean not shine, very bright color and very not clear, not smooth, not shiny, but not at all. The effect I use this one is not so works so well. So always the how do I say preparation is always important. I think mostly in a metallic color paint case, I think the preparation paint is definitely needed, should be needed. I mean, yeah, some paint I just use some kind of lacquer paint. Maybe some case you don't need to prepare like that, but if you really care about to keep keep the nice quality of the effect of metallic color, the preparation is one of the insurance. I mean, yeah, you just make sure that whether your metallic color paint is successful or not. It always depends on the preparations. Yeah. And I can't say, which is the best metallic paint color in the world or not. I can't say that because I think it has some advantage every color, but some case it has some disadvantage. So I cannot say which is which. But if I dealing with the pen type, not the bottle type of the alcohol paint, to if you really want a very bright and shine color from the pen type alcohol paint, maybe this one is, I think, definitely recommended. But I don't know whether I can get it in your country. But if you are really interested in, maybe you should check the Amazon whatsoever. Maybe you can ask your shopkeeper nearby. It's basically it's a Gundam Marker EX whatsoever, but I think you can use in many ways, not only for their character kit, but also you can use the scale model. I think everything it can transfer to other genre, transfer to the other sort of modeling, right? So it doesn't matter. So I think this is it. Okay, see you.